Hey, boys and girls. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our out of this world drawing today. Now, we're actually going to take a little bit of science and a little bit of art, and we're going to put the two things together to make this drawing. So we're actually going to be looking at some planets. What you're going to need for this lesson is this. You're going to need a piece of white paper to practice on, and then you're going to need a piece of black paper for your drawing. Now, if you don't have a piece of black paper, you could use blue, purple, and if you really have to, if you want to use another piece of white paper, you can do that too. So the black paper, kind of optional. You're going to need a pencil, an eraser. You're also going to need colored pencils. Now, if you don't have colored pencils, you can also use crayon. I'm going to show you how to use both for this. So let's go ahead and get started. So planets are typically spheres. They're circular in shape. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to shade in a sphere. So some of you know how to shade in three-dimensional forms. Well, we're going to do that here too. So what I want you to do is on this paper, this is your practice. Okay, this is where we're going to practice shading. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw two circles. Now, if you are somebody who has some trouble drawing circles, so for example, if you don't want to freehand a circle like I'm doing, if you want, you can find a circle around your house and go ahead and trace that. And as you can see, here's my bubbly water I'm going to have with my lunch today after I'm done recording. So there is my circle that I traced. Either way is fine. So we're going to take this circle and shade it to look like a sphere, which can be a little tricky for some people. So the trick is to find the edge that's going to be dark first. So I'm going to make this edge the darkest edge of my sphere. So I'm going to take my pencil, and again, we're just going to use a normal pencil for this part, a normal number 2 pencil, and I'm going to start shading this edge in nice and dark. Now, as I come closer and closer to the other side of my circle, which is going to become a sphere, remember there's a difference between shapes and forms, I'm going to release the pressure on my pencil to make it lighter. So as it comes in, it's going to become lighter and lighter and lighter to get that nice spherical form. And this is going to help us drawing our planets later. So what we're going to do is we're going to use these skills that we practice now to actually draw 2 planets from our solar system. So when you go through the lesson, you're going to see pictures of some different planets, and you get to pick which planets you're going to draw. So we're putting together science and art today for our lesson. Now, as you can see, I'm coming around, and here it's almost like I'm making a small circle of just white paper. And I'm going to go around, and I'm very lightly shading in with my pencil. I don't want to press too hard now. Now I want to be very, very light with my pencil. And I'm actually going to leave this area right here just a little bit white. And there is my sphere. And I can go back and get this little area here just a little bit darker. Now, I'm going to do the same thing again over here for a little extra practice because we don't want to miss out on some extra practice. So what I'm going to do is I am actually going to switch over to colored pencils right here. I'm going to pick a color, any color at all. And if you want to do this again with regular pencil, you can. But I'm going to follow the same steps. I'm going to add a very, very dark area on the edge. And then as I come in, I'm going to release the pressure on my hand or on the pencil and create a nice dark to light. And I like doing this with a color pencil sometimes a little bit more because I like to see the color. So sometimes it's a little fun to do this with a color pencil than a regular. Now another thing you could do is you could also do this with a crayon. With a marker, not so much. So I don't recommend using a marker for this. But crayon or color pencil is fine because crayons allow you to press harder to get a darker shade, whereas markers don't really let you do that. So I'm going to come around and see I'm getting lighter as I come across. And what's going to happen is, as I come around, and I'm not pressing very hard with my color pencil right now, I'm going to get almost like a little white circle right here, which is going to be like the highlight of my sphere. And there we go. And there are my two practice spheres. So what I would like you guys to do is go on to the next couple slides where I show you some different planets. And think about which planet you are going to want to use for your drawing that we're going to do on the black piece of paper next. So take a quick look at those, and I'll see you guys in the next video.